Hi, I'm Andrew Barr, and welcome to my comedy special. It's a little unusual. I ran for 12 hours on a treadmill right before the show.
How is your day?
No one in human history has ever done this, probably because it's a bad idea.
On paper, this shouldn't work at all. I should be too tired.
You burn like 7,000 calories.
The show should suck.
But I did it anyway. I want to show people the power of community. Comedians are fueled by their audience. Can the energy of community revive a man who has just run 2.5 marathons? I'm sober today, but addiction took from me what should have been my hottest decade. This one day was meant to simulate the 13 years that I spent abusing drugs. The treadmill is addiction. The audience arriving is my intervention. My goal was to take in the love of the people around me and turn it into something that I could be proud of. I hope I've achieved that. I really badly chafed my testicles and I have a toe that looks different now. Let's see how it goes.
I'm scared.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. You might find yourself wondering, what does a man feel like who has just run 104 kilometers? And I'm excited to tell you, I feel all right. Okay? Not too bad. Feet, a little sore. Knees, a little wobbly. My taint is missing. You guys know the space between your genitals and your butthole? At some point today, mine leapt from my body and began to pick it in front of the stage. Don't worry, I have devised a temporary solution. I've taken one of my testicles and shoved it up my asshole, creating kind of a hammock. But we are gonna need to find this taint. So when the show is over, do me a favor, check under your chairs, okay? Check under your chairs, see if there's a taint. You know that it's mine, there's a tattoo. Yeah, there's a tattoo. It says that life is about the journey, not the destination. I have a massive taint. You guys are acting like I'm not serious about this. I'm incredibly serious. The first 24 hours are crucial. This isn't the kind of thing they're gonna put on a milk carton. It's good to be here. I've been traveling a lot. I've been traveling this year. Just like 4 months ago, I was in Turkey. See if you can guess why. I'll give you a hint. I'm a man in my 30s, and I went to Turkey alone for just 4 days. See if you can gaze upon this seemingly man-made hairline and see if you can guess. I'm sure you guys have figured it out. Got a little hair transplant, right? Got a nice hookup from the good people of Istanbul. And I think it's finally starting to look good, okay? It's been a long year. Some people think like, oh, what, you just go to Turkey, you come back, you got hair. It isn't like that. You look like an idiot for months. Months, dude. All year my head has looked like a public golf course. Brutal. It is a wild experience traveling to the other part of the world for cosmetic surgery. They let you fly home the next day. Isn't that crazy? Your head is fucked. They send you to the airport. I was like, I don't want to go to the airport. It looks like you guys put a bomb in my head. I look like I fled a lobotomy. They're not letting me on a plane like this. It turns out that the opposite is true, right? People go to Turkey all the time for hair transplants. So at the airport, they see motherfuckers like me every day. And they have a sense of humor about it. I was going through security. My head looks like it's been fracked. Guy on the other side of the desk had the nerve to look at me and go, what was the purpose of your visit? I was like, yeah, okay, I have an intense interest in the history of the Ottoman Empire, you absolute scoundrel. You know the purpose of my visit. There's stuff about getting a hair transplant they don't tell you beforehand that they probably should. Here's one thing that I was surprised to find, is that after you get a hair transplant, your new hair confidence will come in before your new hair. Which is tricky. All year I've been hitting on women, and they seem confused. I think they don't get where the energy is coming from. Right? They don't understand that right now I'm like Bitcoin in 2010. Now is the time. You gotta invest. It's only up from here. At the start of this year, I was a bald man. By the end of this year, I will just be a short man. And I will take it. Okay? Bald and short is a difficult combination to pull off, and frankly, I am just not Latino enough. So we're gonna do some hair. When I got the transplant, I was hoping, I'm getting a hair transplant, maybe I'll get some more attention, from the ladies. So far, my experience is that I have been getting more attention from other bald men. They know what I've done. And I can tell they feel a little betrayed. I am happy to be home. I've been traveling a lot, and I don't like to travel very much. I like being other places, but I don't like the traveling part of the equation, right? I don't like the airport. It's always bullshit in some different way you don't expect it to be. Right? Last time I was at the airport, I was at security, there was an Amish family in front of me in line. At the airport. I was like, what the hell are you guys doing here? What, do they got a winged Pegasus for you at gate 6? How will you be traveling? Right? Taking forever at the metal detector? It's all buckles with these people. I felt myself develop a prejudice in real time. I was like, these people, they're so goddamn Amish until they need to get somewhere. Then that shit goes away real quick. Hey, like commit to the bit, dude. If you are so bound and determined to be Amish, maybe you don't also get to go to Machu Picchu. Maybe that's not in the cards for you. You walk through an automatic door to get into the airport, Jebediah. Take off the hat. But I don't know, whatever. It's probably hard to stop being Amish all of a sudden, right? That's a pretty big shift in your life. Because here's the thing. If you are no longer Amish, you are just a cousin fucker. And that's tough. That's a harsh rebrand, for sure. So I get why they keep the beards and everything. You guys want to know what's unhinged about that joke? Like a week after I took that flight, I realized that they weren't even Amish people, they were Hasidic Jewish people. I just got confused. And I still tell the whole joke. I dropped the line cousin fucker. There was never any Amish people. Before I was in Turkey, I spent a little bit of time in the United States, and I know things are a little tense between our two countries right now. But that's all government stuff, right? Good people like good people. I don't have any problem with our neighbors to the south on a civilian level. And check it out, I was visiting Wisconsin, which if you ever go there, is Canada. Everyone's worried about us becoming the 51st state. We have a secret 11th province. And it's Wisconsin. They're nice people, they eat cheese curds, and they talk funny. They're just like us. So it was a nice trip. But it had been a little while since I had traveled internationally, right? And I forgot how stressful it can be when you come back going through customs, right? Customs is really good at making you think that you've done shit wrong, even if you didn't do shit wrong, right? Because they're intense with their language. You get back and they're like, do you have anything to declare? Right? It's scary. I've never declared anything in my life. Why would you talk to someone like that? Right? Do you have anything to declare? I say, why can't you just say, what'd you get? Wouldn't that be nice? You're coming back from a trip. Hey, what'd you get? That's disarming, right? You might catch a criminal with that. Hey, what'd you get? Fentanyl. Damn it, you foiled me with your wily charms. But they don't do it nice like that. They do it scary. They go, do you have anything to declare? I was in Wisconsin. I bought some cheese. I had to declare cheese. Doesn't that feel like a ridiculous thing for a grown man to have to do? They make you walk up to a man with a fucking gun. And go, excuse me, sir. I declare that I have cheese. I hope that's okay. I figured the guy would be like, yeah, no problem, get out of here. Straight up, this guy looks at me, he goes, hard or soft? I say, well, what are you, coming by later? You plan to do with that information? You have follow-up questions about the cheese. I was just honest. I was like, hard cheese? And he was like, okay, get out of here. So now you know hard cheese, okay? When you're coming back. I don't know what the fuck happens to the soft cheese people. I am not about to find out, dude. You got soft cheese, he just takes out that gun, turns you into Swiss? No, thank you. Like I said, it is good to be home, man. I am happy to be here in Toronto, a wonderful city despised by the rest of the nation. I don't know if you know that about our city. I like it here, but if you go to any small town, they hate us, dude. Go to a small town and just whisper Toronto. An old man will jump from a bush and be like, oh, Toronto? Oh, I fucking hate Toronto. Oh, we went once. And we drove. We drove for hours. There was traffic. We went to the Ripley's Aquarium and it sucked. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know, sorry that you drove from Timmins to see some fish. I feel like you can't just write off our entire city based on that one-day experience that you had here. I think you guys know this. Like, if you go to a city, any city in the world, you got to avoid that touristy bullshit, right? You do the cool things that the local people do. If anybody out there in the world is ever visiting Toronto, okay, don't go to the aquarium, right? You go to the nude beach. Right? We're lucky enough to be a city that has a nude beach. You got to check that shit out. All right? I can feel a few of you resisting my energy on that pitch. And I get it, okay? You know, some of you guys, maybe you're a little bit older, right? You're thinking to yourself, I'm a little bit old at this point in my life to start going to the nude beach. I've been? No, you're not. There are a lot of old guys at the nude beach, just dragging their testicles around. Leaves a little trail in the sand everywhere they go, which is handy, right? That way you don't lose the grandkids. If they get separated, they just follow that little trail and then, oh, grandpa, there he is. I enjoy my time at the nude beach. If you have not yourself ever been to a nude beach in your life, and you are wondering about the ratio, it's penis heavy. I'll admit that about it. It leans cock at the nude beach. There are some tits, but sparse. Even if you were to count the tits 2 to 1, still more cock. And hey, some of the men are even contributing to the tit pile. And yet, so like I said, I enjoy my time at the nude beach. I don't have one of the big, show-offy penises at the nude beach. I'll say that, but I think that I am, I'm contributing to the potluck. I think if the nude beach is a potluck, I brought, chips. Yeah, right? I didn't bake anything, but whatever. The chips get eaten. People make their way around to the chips. I do love living here in the city. I am originally from a small town, and I do think that small town people are great, too. I'm happy that I was raised in a small town. I think that small town people are great. I think we're, easy to identify as well. We stick out a little bit, right? It's not hard to figure out if somebody's from a small town. If you want to figure it out, just ask them where they saw pornography for the first time. And if the answer is in the woods, small town. When I was a kid, there was just porn in a treehouse in the woods. And nobody knew why. Nobody really asked why either, right? You don't question a miracle, you just appreciate that. Me and my friends would pray in front of that treehouse. I do think that I found the porn when I was a little bit too young, okay? That is the catch. You do not get to decide when you find the porn treehouse. I was 9 years old. That's right. I was 9 years old. I saw a vagina for the first time. That frightened me. The first time I saw a vagina, I just thought something bad had happened to the woman. I was like, rough go on the slip and slide for that lady. Scared the bejesus out of me. I ran home afterwards, right? I'm freaking out. My dad sees me, and he's like, what the hell's wrong with you? And I was like, I found some porn in the woods. It scared me. And then my mom came in, and she was like, what's he going on about? My dad was like, he says an animal attacked him in the woods. I'm going to go check it out. Some kind of feral dog, it sounds like. You better stay here. Well, what else now? That's enough about me. I hope that you guys are doing good. I hope that you're having a good 25, even though you're probably not. I think we're living in a weird time, right? Everybody can feel it. We're living in a weird time, and there's not much we can do about it, so I just hope you're doing okay personally, right? Hope you're working on yourself, trying to improve yourself a little bit every day. I've been working on that. This year, I've been trying to improve my diet. There's a little thing that I'm working on, and I know it might look to you guys like I eat healthy, but you got to remember that I was fat this morning. So I'm working on my diet, but I struggle, right? Eating healthy is a simple goal, difficult to achieve. I don't know if any of you guys are like me. I'm one of those people where, in theory, I would like to eat healthy, but I have this problem at the same time where I am a horrible raccoon man and I love to eat dog shit. All of the worst, most horrible foods are my favorite things to have, right? I like eating at the gas station. Genuinely. I enjoy it in there. People act like it's bad. I'm having fun. I'm having fun at the gas station. I will say to you the most vulnerable thing that I have said so far this evening, okay? I like gas station egg salad sandwiches. Yeah, that's right. I am the one eating those. And you can sit out there, okay, and you can judge me, but you know the sandwiches that I am talking about. You've seen them. They keep them way at the back of the store, which is fair because it is not an impulse purchase. You're either about that life or you're not. If you want one of those sandwiches, you will locate it. They're not gonna keep the egg salad by the cash register. As if someone might walk in and be like, hey, I'm just gonna pay for my gas out there, and you know what? Give me one of those sandwiches that I could smell from outside. Yeah, that's right. I was just out there pumping gasoline in the rain. And still there was a scent on the air. So they keep them way at the back of the store. But they're still easy to spot, right? Because they glow. It's an unnaturally luminous shade of yellow, these sandwiches. They're so neon. It looks like when they were making the egg salad, instead of mixing in mayonnaise, they went with, like, uranium. You pick the thing up, and it's like, sorry, am I allowed to buy this, or is it powering the store? I have been messing up my diet a lot recently. Last week, I got some pizza. Me and some of the boys, hell yeah, me and some of the boys went out. We got a couple pizzas. It was nice. We went to a pizza place. We got the family combo. I feel like pretty much any pizza place you go to will have something called a family combo, right? It's just a name. You don't have to, like, show them a picture of your fucking kids. Right? Like, an orphan could buy it. They're not terribly strict about the rules of the family combo. But I do find that any pizza place you go to, the family combo, the ratio of things that it comes with is always a little fucked up. It feels random. Like they just decide what comes with your combo by spinning a wheel. Right? Like you go in and you're like, hey, I'll get the family combo. And they're like, that's great. Let's see what that comes with. 2 medium pizzas. And you're like, okay, sick. There's 4 of us. That's an appropriate amount of food. That's a good start. And they're like, great. Let's see what else comes with your combo. 17 cans of Coke. And you're like, that's crazy, please, don't give us that. We're adults, we can't have that much sugar. That's awful. And they're like, you have to take it. The wheel has spoken. But don't despair, you've got 1 spin left. Let's see what you get. 1 dip, no napkins, fuck you. Family combo. They're always so stingy with the dip. I don't know how much money it costs to roast garlic, but they won't just give you that shit. Here's another thing I've been working on. This is another little goal of mine. I'm trying to be a calmer human being. That's a goal that I have. I feel like as a species, you know, we've gotten a little quick to rage. People get mad. People get mad, and people get mad about things sometimes that don't affect them, which I think isn't good. I was reading an article the other day. I don't recommend that. I'm never, like, happier at the end, but anyway. I was reading an article, and I found out that there are people out there that are angry. They are upset about the amount of litter on top of Mount Everest. They say there's too much garbage up there, and it is ruining the mountain for people. And right off the hop, I am going to assert that a lot of that litter is there because the people that brought it are dead. You know, and it's hard to pick up after yourself once you have died. So I just sort of don't understand what you would like us to do about it, right? Like, what should we do? Would you like us to send their next of kin? You want to wipe out a whole bloodline because there's a candy bar wrapper in space? Who gives a shit? Who cares about garbage on top of a mountain? Here is a fun fact about the top of Mount Everest. It is uninhabitable. Nothing lives up there. I can't think of a better place than that to put garbage. We should be shooting garbage out of a cannon every day at that shitty mountain. Cover the top of Mount Everest in garbage. Then maybe people will stop going up there because it's killing them. They're dying. And it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing to die climbing a mountain. Because, like, you did not have to go. It's not like it's on your way to work. What are you doing? Like, really? You're gonna die on a mountain? You're gonna die on a mountain and people have to mourn you? We gotta mourn your dumb ass? There are kids out there, children, that have to be like, oh, hey, sorry that I can't make it to your birthday party this weekend. My dad died. And it's like, oh my God, what happened? Was there some horrifying accident? And the kids just gotta be like, no, everything he did was intentional. He was just wrong about what he was capable of. You know the altitude that we usually need jet fuel to get to? My dad thought just his knees could do it. It is hard to stay calm in this world. Everything is designed to make you angry. I was on hold the other day. That'll do it. I was on hold with a company. For an hour. An hour on the phone. And I don't know how every corporation in the world knows what your least favorite song is. But they do. And they play that shit for an hour because they're trying to break you. They're not talking to anyone. They're just like, let's see if this asshole's problem is worth 60 minutes of the hamster dance. I don't like that they play music when you're on hold with a company. I think that when you're on hold with a company, instead of playing music, they should just connect you to another customer who is also on hold. And then you just kind of bitch. That'd be great if they're like, oh, hey, all of our customer service representatives currently occupied, but we do have Dave. And Dave hates us. Anyway, I'm working on a lot of stuff this year. I'm trying to grow up a little bit, too. That's another thing. I'm in my 30s now, which is still young, but I feel like there's things that you got to let go of, right? Things you can't do that you did when you were younger. Here's something that I'm working on. You know what? I think I'm ready to say it. At this point in my life, I'm comfortable saying, you know what? I am 33 years old. I'm gonna stop trying to suck my own dick. I think that it's time, and I can feel the energy in a room shift when I bring this up, okay? Some of you ladies are like, you guys do that? We do. Some of the men are looking at their lady, and he's like, I never did that. He did. And it's okay. It's okay to try. Any man with a curious mind and a bit of courage in his heart has tried to suck his own dick. Not often. You don't try often. But every now and again, you give it a whirl. See if you're any closer than you were last time. Every year on the first day of spring, I try to suck my own cock. It just feels like the appropriate time, right? Things are in bloom. New life is happening. I can't get it. This was the first year where I felt like I was farther away than the previous year. I think I've peaked. So I'm giving up on it, and I'll be vulnerable with you. I'm a little sad. A little sad I couldn't do it, but I'm a bit glad, too. Gotta find the silver lining in life, right? I think ultimately I am glad that I cannot suck my own dick, because there's men out there who can. These people exist, right? They do a shit ton of yoga. They find the right angle. They get it in, right? They get their penis into their mouth. And I imagine it is at this moment that a lot of men realize, I don't know how to suck cock. You didn't practice on anything. You're just a man with his dick in his mouth and no plan. Like, how good of a job are you really gonna do? Right? I'll take a moment here, okay, and I will boast, all right? I have had a few pretty good blowjobs in my life, okay? A few Hall of Fame performances, frankly. And do you know what all of those blowjobs had in common? The woman doing it was not folded in half. And I think there might be something to that. Then, of course, there is the flip side of the coin. What if you're not bad at it? What if it's incredible? You're not going to work on Monday. You're not going back to your job. A man who can suck his own dick is an entirely self-sustaining unit. You're never gonna go to work again. You're gonna get evicted from your apartment. You're gonna get fired from your job. You gotta move back in with your parents. You're gonna do that to them? You start living in their basement in their 30s, right? Your poor dad's at the grocery store. He bumps into somebody he knows, right? And they're like, oh, hey, how's little Tommy doing? And he's like, oh, how's little Tommy doing? Let me tell you how little Tommy's doing. He's living in my basement, sucking his own cock every goddamn day. I haven't written a segue out of that. I would like it if we could just move on as a group. Minimum wage should be more money. That's not a political opinion, okay? It's just a feeling that I have. I am not an economics major, but anytime I walk into a place where people are making minimum wage, I think to myself, you could not pay me minimum wage to do that shit, right? You ever go into a McDonald's and look behind the counter? Everything is beeping. All day, everything beeps, no matter what. It's a bunch of teenagers getting tinnitus back there. Have you guys ever gone into a McDonald's after 11 p.m.? It is war. Every time I go for late night McDonald's, there is a boy behind the counter in an active fight with a homeless guy. All right, this poor kid, he's in a fight, he's looking at you still, like, what the fuck do you want? And you're like, Jesus, man, do you need help? And he's like, help? Why? I fight this guy every day at this time. Straight up, McDonald's employees deal with crazy people more than the police do. I think we could pay them a bit of money for that. But you meet people that are super against it, right? You meet people that are like, oh, well, what do you want to do, huh? You want to pay them $20 an hour? Yeah, $20 an hour to flip burgers? And it's like, okay, well, first of all, I don't even think they're doing that much. Your sandwich came out of a drawer, you idiot. No one has flipped a burger in a McDonald's in like 30 years. What the hell are you talking about? Right? They just pour water onto a powder now. A burger expands from that. But still, man, people don't want them to make money. You meet people that are like, oh, well, what do you want to do? You want to give them $20 an hour? Yeah, $20 an hour. They never even get my order right. How about that? Every time I go into a McDonald's, they fuck up my order. And it's like, yeah, well, pay them enough money to care about that. Right? It's like, dude, I make minimum wage and you just ordered a $2 sandwich. Right? Like, we'll just see if that shit fucking works out for you. Shit, I fucked this one up. Guys in the editing booth, do we have any ability to, like, redo stuff? Yeah, okay. How does it go, though? My brain is...
This is my nightmare. Hi, it's me, the voice from the intro. One of my biggest concerns going into this special was, what if I hit a point of such exhaustion that I can't remember how my jokes go? And it's happening. I've told this joke 100 times and I can't find the ending for the life of me. The crowd is still supporting me, bless them, and yet I am terrified.
Maybe mustard. What?
Extra mustard.
Yeah, I know, but I can't remember how it goes exactly. I've been trying to get to the mustard, but I can't find it. There's a bridge.
We have just one take at this. I'm not going to run another 100 kilometers tomorrow. To this day, I have a toe that looks different. My show adrenaline is wearing off, my body is aching. The only thing keeping me going is I've spotted my taint under a chair in the second row and it looks homesick. I believe reconciliation is possible. The end of this joke never comes back to me. I'm forced to just move on. For the rest of the set, no matter how collected I look, I can't see more than 3 sentences into the future, and I am fighting for my life out there. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, well, we're just gonna move on. We'll try to get it in post. Anyway, or maybe we'll do it at the end when you guys are all gone. It'll be weird. I'll just deliver it to an empty room and see if we can splice it in somehow. Anyway, hi. Okay, so. In a few months, I'm going to be 3 years sober. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. And I think that I'm a fun, sober guy, okay? I do fun, sober guy stuff. I drink non-alcoholic beer. That's right. I'll admit to you that I drink non-alcoholic beer like an alcoholic would. Every now and again, I will crush like 6 non-alcoholic beers. And be like, I'm gonna text my ex-girlfriend. I hit her up, I'm like, hey, are you up? She's like, yeah, I'm up, it's 2 p.m., do you need something? It wasn't easy for me to get sober. I went to a rehab facility. I spent a little bit of time in rehab, which if you haven't been, not so bad. Yeah, not such a bad time in rehab, it's okay. Bit Jesus-y. I will say that just a little bit. You know, 'cause here's the thing, you know, you get into rehab, and they're like, here's the thing, in order to maintain your sobriety, you're gonna need a higher power. Now, your higher power could be anything that you want it to be. Be pretty cool if it was Jesus, though. And you're like, hey! And they're like, we're not saying it has to be Jesus. We're just saying, take a peek at Jesus. Grown man pointing at a jacked crucifix, like, don't you want abs like Jesus had? Like, I guess. You guys ever seen Jesus on the crucifix? He's looking buff. right? He's looking buff, a lot of creatine and early AD, I guess. You gotta go with JC. How many fucking pull-ups can Buddha do? Not as many as Jesus, I'll bet. There was guys in rehab who bit on the religion thing, right? There was dudes that are like, I maintain my sobriety through my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I was like, oh yeah, the dude who turned water into wine? Let me know how that goes. Nothing against Jesus, he just sounds like a little bit too much fun to keep you sober. Jesus' blood alcohol level was wine. You can't trust that, man. Right? Jesus died for your sins, so you wouldn't have to sober up. Bit of an enabler. I honestly don't know why anyone would trust the church to keep them sober. I was raised Catholic, and if I know one thing about the church, it's that we don't want you to remember exactly what happened. Catholic Church is okay with a foggy lens. I was in rehab for cocaine. I'm a cocaine guy. We're a pretty fun group, yeah. We're a pretty fun group, unless you're not on cocaine, in which case we are super annoying. But if you're on our level, it is good. All right, they ask you when you get into rehab, they're curious how you've ended up on their doorstep. They say to you, hey, what's your DOC? Which is your drug of choice. And I was like, I do cocaine. And they were like, okay, that's cool. Do you snort it or do you inject it? And I was like, you can inject it. Can I come back in 2 days? How the hell did I miss that? Drugs will change you, right? Drugs change you a little bit behaviorally. Not a huge deal all the time. I fool around with some men. That's right, fool around with some men when I was high on cocaine. I am not specifically a gay man, but I used to do a lot of drugs, and when I did, sometimes some gay shit would happen. I'd love to tell you that I'm straight, but if I did, there's some pretty damning security footage. Yeah, I don't know if I have been assigned like a letter yet in the LGBTQ, etc. acronym, right? Tough to slot me in. Do we have a letter yet for people who are only gay when they're high? I thought the letter A would be good. I was like, I want the letter A. And someone was like, why? Because you're asexual? Like, nope, addict. It's actually too bad that trans people got the letter T, because I also think tourist is a good word for me. I like to winter with the gays. I don't know how you would classify my sexuality at this point. I think I am just like whatever kind of queer the CBC doesn't want to put on television. You know how the CBC is always like, we're looking for diverse new talent to celebrate. It's like, oh, okay, hi. I let men eat my ass when I'm high on cocaine. Could I have a TV show? I just don't think you'll see the trailer for that one anytime too soon. Imagine on the CBC, one lost soul went looking for drugs, but instead what he found was drugs and some cock. Coming to CBC Gem this fall, When in Roman. I went to an all-male rehab facility, right? It was all dudes in there because I'm not sure if I'm gay or an addict, and that seemed like the building. Seems like the facility that would have the answer to that question. It was a good group of guys in rehab, I'll say that. Good group of boys. Right? Everybody helping each other out with their traumas. When I got into the house, it was a slight house. There was only 9 men. Out of 9 men, 2 named Dustin. So I thought it was a little funny. I've never met one Dustin in my life. 2 of them in rehab. Turns out that's where we keep them. Careful when you're naming your kids. Dustin's a bit of a handful. Beautiful men, but complicated. One of the counselors was actually like, we have surprisingly few Dustins in this week. Then we figured out why, right? It's because there was a monster truck rally that weekend. All the Dustins were there, hey, smoking meth behind the bleachers, talking about how Gravedigger is the most underrated athlete of all time. Here's something fun about rehab that not everybody knows, is that at most facilities, you are not segregated by your vice, right? They mix all kinds of different addicts together in there. So you get into the house, there's like coke guys, meth guys, opioid dudes, gamblers, booze guys. We all got along pretty well. We did make fun of the gambling guys. Just a little bit, right? Not that it isn't a serious issue, but it's like if you're a drug addict, right, you can OD and you can die. If you're a gambler and you OD, that's just overdraft. Right, like it's a little bit of a serious issue, but also a little bit like, oh no, are you devastated that you'll never see the colorful machine go beep boop again? How is your detox? Huh? How is your detox from the gambling? Did they have to lock you in a little room and only let you bet small amounts on the WNBA? There was potheads in rehab. I didn't know. I didn't know that would happen. There was guys who were in rehab just for weed. I felt bad for them. I don't know if they were really addicts so much as guys who fucked up at work. All right, this poor man, he drives a forklift for a living. He crashed it into something. They pee-tested him. Now he has to join the circus. But we were happy. We were happy to have them in there. The potheads were a wonderful contribution to the energy. Because as I'm sure you can imagine, sometimes when you're in rehab, shit's a little tense. All right, you'll be in group. There's like a meth guy, It's like, I've seen some fucking things, man. But then he's sitting next to a pothead that's like, oh, hell yeah, buddy, I've seen some things. Have you seen Super Troopers? That was a good movie. One time on YouTube, I saw a man eat a whole stick of butter. Am I helping you? So I am happy to be sober. We're coming up on 3 years, and I'm happy. But I will admit this. Thank you. But I will admit this. I am a man who misses drugs. I admit that freely, okay? Sometimes when you talk to sober people, they're like, every day of sobriety is better than every day of active addiction. And it's like, okay, well, you were a bit of a boring drug addict. I'm sorry that you did drugs and then your taxes, but some of us were having fun out there a little bit, right? I had some good times. I had a foursome once. That's right. I had a foursome. Thank you. Here's the thing, though, about cocaine. It is a tricky drug, right? Cocaine will make your dreams come true, but always in humiliating fashion. I had a foursome. I'm willing to admit that to you good people that it did not go very well. And I don't know if you guys have had group sex. You seem like fun. Maybe you haven't had group sex and you're thinking about trying it. I'll give you a little advice from my limited experience. I do think this is a good rule if you're gonna have group sex. Keep it to even numbers. I think even numbers is nice, right? Because I've had a few threesomes in my life as well, and threesomes are never fair. Right? Somebody always gets caught doing busy work in a threesome. Somebody ends up fluffing the pillows. You come in with a glass of water, make sure everybody's hydrated. You don't want to be the worst looking guy in a threesome, okay? I've been that guy. you end up with a lot of free time. I was in a threesome once so boring that by the end, all of my DVDs were alphabetized. Tells you how necessary I was. But a foursome, right? Now, a foursome is a little bit nicer. So it was me and another guy and two ladies all in the same bed, right? Sounds like fun. But here's the thing. I had done a mountain of cocaine and drank a bunch of whiskey, so my penis was decorative. Right? More of an ornamental figure meant to remind you of a cock. Very much a display model only penis. And don't get me twisted, okay? On a regular day, I think I've got a pretty nice dick. But this was not a regular day. This was like the worst possible day. This was like my dick's 9/11. And in a situation like that, all you can really do is just hope and pray that the man next to you is also having a bad dick day. It wouldn't be a proper 9/11 if there wasn't a second tower going down. So I had a peek. I took a glance at what my man over there was operating with, and God damn it. I can't remember that guy's name. I remember the cock. It was dense. Guy had a rolling pin on him. This guy's dick could have turned pancakes into crepes in no time. Which is not how crepes are made. But I think you understand the visual. He was showing off over there. Like the contrast in the bed, to me, it was hilarious. Like, because here's the thing, right? In a foursome, you pass the ladies back and forth, right? You take turns with the nice ladies. So one lady, she would get to be on the right side of the bed, okay? And have her special visit with Dr. Cock. And then the other lady was stuck on the left side of the bed with me, the human equivalent of a waiting room magazine. I'm just over there with my little goblin pinky. I'm not fucking anybody. I was just over there eating pussy for all I was worth. And it wasn't much. I don't think this cunny was worth bus fare, but whatever. You've got coke jaw, right? So you might as well put something in front of that. It's like, well, my jaw's all haywire from the drugs. I guess pass me a pussy or a stack of envelopes. We may as well use the energy. One woman did squirt. I will say that. One woman, thank you, one woman did squirt, but to this day, I am convinced that was purely a defense mechanism. Right, like she squirted, but it didn't feel like, oh my God. It felt more like, you kids get off my goddamn lawn. She just water cannoned me out of there like I was a protester. Usually when someone ejaculates onto you, it feels celebratory, right? This felt more like if after the Super Bowl they dumped Gatorade on the losing team's coach. I didn't realize that it was possible for women to ejaculate sarcastically. Okay. I've talked a lot tonight about the things that I was addicted to. Maybe let's change it up. Here's something that I'm not addicted to. Check this out. I am a grown man that does not watch porn. That's right. Cool. A few of you like that. The rest of you quietly pissed. And don't worry, it's not like an ethical stance. I don't care if you watch porn. I think that's great for you. It's just not my thing. I tried it once in the treehouse, and I was like, I'm good. Good. That one experience scarred me. I haven't gone back. But when I say that I don't watch porn, it's funny. I find people get a little defensive about it, right? There's always guys that are like, oh, you don't watch porn. Oh, well, I guess you're better than me then. Oh, I guess I'm some weird fucking guy because I watch porn. And it's like, nah, man, I'm the weird one. I jerk off thinking about people that I know. And that's way weirder, right? I'm not in a position to judge anyone. Like, if you're a woman that I have met more than 5 times in my life, there's a reasonable chance you crossed my mind while masturbating. And you know what? That's not illegal and you can't stop me from doing it. But it is a bit odd. Not everyone likes that I do that. Some people are like, oh, that's disgusting. You picture yourself having sex with women that you know? And it's like, no, a lot of times I sub myself out for more attractive men. I know a lot of good-looking dudes, too. Why should I be the star of the show? I'm more of a director type, honestly. If I can get really vulnerable with you, you know what? When I masturbate, okay, I'm a bit of a softie, all right? I'm a bit of a romantic. When I masturbate, I like to picture 2 people that I know that I think would get along having sex. And then I just finish up every time like, da. Maybe those crazy kooks will get together one day. We're getting to the end of 2025. It's been a crazy year. Hey, we've had a few interesting news stories. Hey, does anybody think we let Elon off a little quick on the old 6 million salute? You know what I'm talking about? Elon, he did the bad wave. He waved in pretty much the one way that you were not supposed to wave. And he did it on TV 2 times. Not even just 1 time. He didn't even do it once, and he was like, oh, I don't know what came over. He did it, and then he was like, in case you didn't see it in the fucking back, and he ripped another one. Elon appeared to Heil Hitler on national television. We should be fair. Elon did offer an explanation, right? Elon came out and he said, that's ridiculous. I didn't do a Nazi salute. That was a Roman salute, which is a normal thing everyone has heard of. And we should take him on his word, I think, at that, okay? Fair enough. It was not a Nazi salute. It was just a salute of the good old-fashioned, never did anything fucked up Roman Empire. A perfectly normal thing for a man to like a lot, the Roman Empire. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little something. If you were to make a list of the empires throughout history responsible for the deaths of the most Jewish people. Number 1, Nazi Empire. Number 2, Roman Empire. Do you understand how barely this man pivoted? And listen, I'm not saying that Elon is a Nazi. He may very well not be. All I'm saying is if Tesla comes out with a shower, wait for a few reviews to roll in. But he might not. He might not be a Nazi, and I hope not. That would be my preference if he wasn't. I would like to live in a world where there are none. I would like to live in a world that has no Nazis. Seems like a pretty reasonable thing to say. I would like to live in a world with no Nazis, but it is a tricky business getting rid of all of one kind of person. Just ask the Nazis. That is what is really so difficult about it. We need to get rid of the Nazis, but ideally without using any of their ideas. That would be a bit of a hollow victory. That's why it's so tough. We're always like, Nazis, you guys gotta get out of here. And they're like, well, what are you gonna do? Put us in a camp? And we're like, no. Gonna share some pretty scathing memes, though. That ought to do it. There's better news stories that happened this year, the more positive stuff, you know. We have a new pope. Oh, isn't everybody excited about new pope? I know people clamor for the new pope. It was a pretty classic unveiling of the new pope. They were like, hey, everyone, check it out. It's the new pope. And we were all like, this is a dying man. What are you talking about, new pope? Just once in my life, could I get a pope in his athletic prime, please? I want to see a pope dunk. We have a new pope, and he is the first ever pope of the United States of America, which I think is interesting. We have an American pope. I think I'm into it. You know, he's going to be the first pope to beer batter a communion wafer. We'll get a nice, bold blood of Christ barbecue sauce. I think I'm excited about American Pope, because here's the thing, and I don't like saying this, but we all know that it is true. Anytime a new pope is elected, we as the people are forced to worry, is this man a pedophile? Right? It's just something that you have to think about, because we know that there's some. Okay? There are some in the church. We don't know who they are. They don't give them like a different robe to wear. So we don't know. And we just have to hope that one of them doesn't make it to the top. Right? It's hard to make people agree on anything, but I think most people would agree that pedo pope is bad. Right? We do not want a pedo pope. And I think that a pope from America is probably not a pedophile. Okay? I'm going to give our neighbors to the south a little bit of credit, okay? I think that statistically, America probably has the fewest pedophiles in the world. Because if there was more pedophiles in America, they would do something about the school shootings. We're losing too much of our crop. I want the sticks in your teeth a little bit, eh? I feel like I gotta pass out floss after that punchline. Okay, well, this has been fun. Imagine I left on pedo pope. That would be crazy. I'm not gonna do that to you guys. You've been so sweet. We're gonna do one more. And man, you guys have been such a fun crowd. This has been so much fun that I think next year at this same time, we will do a bake sale. Okay. So earlier this evening, I mentioned our trans friends. And in today's climate, I think it's not a bad thing to take a moment and say, hey, I am a firmly pro-trans individual, okay? That's just how I feel. They've always been nice to me. I got no problem with them. Trans women are the only people that match with me on dating apps. I ain't about to vote against my own future. I think that it's brave to be trans, and I know that word gets thrown around a lot, you know. But I mean it literally when I say it, because here's the thing. If you are a trans person, the odds of you being murdered go up, right? They go up pretty significantly. And some people think that they do it just for attention. They're like, oh, trans people, I think they just want attention. And I'm like, I don't know if someone would do something just for attention. If the attention they were likely to receive is murder. People ride unicycles just for attention. If riding a unicycle meant that the odds of you being murdered were quadrupled, and it should, you would just ride a bicycle. I think that it's brave to be trans. I think it only gets braver depending on your economic position. Right? Trans, brave. Trans on a budget, braver still. Right? There are beautiful people out there who pay their rent. They got $400 left in their bank account, and they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna be a woman. And I love that ambition so much, man. People don't talk enough about that. I think, like, in addition to all of the things that is hard about it, the money too. Like, especially, I think, if you are a man transitioning into a woman, your day-to-day expenses go way up, dude. Way up. You're buying makeup and shit now. Your haircuts are 3 times as much money. Your clothes are more expensive, right? A woman transitioning into being a man, still brave, still cool, cheaper. Right? Less money to be a man, I would assume. Right? We're not setting a super high bar over here. Oh, okay, you want to be a man? All right. Well, stop taking care of yourself and give more high fives. We'll take you. We are always hiring here at Man. Would you like to be a roofer? I think sometimes, too, people's ability to transition is affected by their position on the globe, right? Not everybody has the same access to the same medical care. Like, check it out, when I was in Turkey doing my little transition, right? This is like my petty version of being trans. My whole life, people have been like, you're bald. And I'm like, I feel like I have hair, though. So I was in Turkey, right? I'm in Turkey, and I was on the dating apps because I am a classic piece of shit man. I was like, oh, I'm getting surgery in 8 hours, probably enough time to get a nut in. So I'm on the dating apps, right? And I started the first time I was matching with trans Asian women. And my God, are they ever something? People talk about how Asia is like 5 to 10 years ahead of us in technology, applicable to the trans community. And I'm not saying that we don't have gorgeous trans women over here too. I'm just saying in Asia, my God. Straight up, I would take trans Japanese woman over biological Polish woman. And that's nothing against you pierogi babes, okay? I'm just saying that they look good. You guys know what's unhinged about that joke? After I got back from Turkey, I realized that those weren't Japanese trans women. They were Hasidic Jewish people. I just got confused. Thank you. Thank you. That's it.